Welcome to our Thursday Yoga for Health and Joy. Today's class, we are going to focus on creating a healthier, happier back. It's great to be here with you. I should give you a warning, one little warning. This can make you feel a lot better. Hope you're going to stay. All right, so please, we'll begin sitting down, and you can sit up on the edge of a blanket, or if you'd like, you can sit up on a block. I want you to take a comfortable seat. Take your sit bones apart, lean to one side, take the opposite sit bone and glute muscles out and apart, then lean to the other, take those sit bones out and apart so you create a broader foundation to begin. And we're going to tune in, quiet our mind, and focus on your breath. Softly close your eyes. Even listen to your breath. Might sound like a gentle wind blowing through the trees. A few more longer, deeper breaths. And gently open your eyes. And take your hands to the palms to your lower back. And then just rub it up and down. Loving hands, healing hands. Rub your hands around your lower back, your sacrum. Just rub out your hands around there. And then you can bring your hands in front, interlace your fingers, press your palms out, and now round your back. Round, round, round. Tuck your chin all the way in. And now inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your shoulders back. We'll inhale and round again. Round, round, round. Exhale, take your navel back. And now the next inhale, lift your palms up to the ceiling. Reach up, lengthen all the way from your sit bones up through your lower back, middle back, upper back. Bring your palms together, slide them down in front of your heart. And interlace your fingers the opposite way, palms out. Yeah, tuck your chin, stretch your back out, out, out. Even pull your navel to your spine. And then on your next inhale, reach up through your spine, reach up to your arms, up through your palms. And then bring your palms together, slide them down in front of your heart. And please draw your shoulders back. Put your right fingertips down on your mat. Stretch your left arm out and reach up and over. And then notice the tendency for your left hip to say, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Tack it back. You give a nice oblique stretch, side of your body stretch, side of your back stretch. And then slowly come up through center and place your left fingertips down. Right arm out, right palm up, and then reach up and over. Soften your breath. Be gentle with yourself. Inhale, come up, and we'll put the right fingertips down, left palm up, arm out, stretch it out, and then we'll go up and over again. And come on up, back over to the left. Fingertips press down. Left arm straight, right arm straight, up and over. So this is a mixed levels class. Come on up. At any time during the class, you can adjust the pose and smile. Very important. Okay. Please set your blanket aside. Come on to your hands and knees. Actually, if you'd like to put your knees down on your blanket, you're welcome to do that. Spread your fingers really wide. Take your knees back a little bit behind your hips and tuck your toes. And then we'll do like we were doing sitting. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin all the way in. Inhale, arch. Let your belly hang. Lift your shoulders up, lift your head up. And then on your exhale, round your lower back, round your middle back and your upper back. Tuck your chin all the way in. Keep your head tucked. Now let's see, start at your sacrum, your lower back. See if you can start arching your lower back up your vertebrae, up, 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 and then your neck and your head follow. Keep your head up and then start to round your lower back. Tuck your tailbone down, tuck it in, round, 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 round. Stretch it up to the sky and then tuck your head in, tuck your chin in. And go ahead, do that 2 more times in the rhythm of your breath. Slowly initiating it from your tailbone. Initiating the move and the breath. Good. And come back through center. Spread your fingers extra wide. Lift your knees up for a downward facing dog. So even though this is a sort of a gentle, slow class, you still want to fully engage your muscles to get the benefits of the stretch. So press your thighs up and back, hips up and back. On your exhale, rest your knees back down on your mat or your blanket, and then take your knees apart, wider, and set your hips back as far as they will go comfortably. You can always put a blanket between your hips and your heels if need be. And now reach your arms long. This should feel really good to your lower back. As Kelly was mentioning, so good to stretch out the lower back, the whole back. Keep your head up off your mat. And then push your hands down into your mat to help you stretch your hips back. And now slide your forearms back and rest your forehead down. And take a few breaths here in a more passive, restorative child's pose. Forehead down on your mat, or you can always modify, use a blanket or your block. On your exhale, let your heart sink towards the earth. Inhale fully. Exhale, let your heart melt. Your upper back, let it melt. Now, stretch your arms long again. We'll take a twisted child's pose. We're going to rotate the spine. So with long arms and your hips still grounded back, walk your torso and your arms out over your right knee. Feel that nice lower back stretch on your left. Let your breath inform you how much to stretch or how little. Slowly walk through center and over to the other side. Use your inhale to grow your spine. When we have back issues, oftentimes it's compaction, it's compression. So this growing your spine like this will help relieve the pain or discomfort. Also, a good preventative measure. Come through center. Stretch your arms out again. Symmetrical stretch. And then lower your forearms down. Rest your forehead down. And again, on your exhale, release any resistance. Let your upper back melt. Your thoracic spine melt. Inhale, walk your hands up to seated. And now, I think most of you have 2 blocks. Please get 2 blocks and lie them down right up to each other on the flat level, the lowest level, right snuggled up to each other. If you do not have blocks, you can roll up a blanket real tight or a thick towel. And then you are going to lay down on the block. So go slowly. I want you to have the block on your upper back, your thoracic spine, your shoulder blades, not down by your lumbar thoracic spine, your thoracic spine. And then you can set your head down here. Take your arms out like cactus. Like you're a cactus in the desert. Keep your arms off the floor. And then you can move your arms slightly up and slightly down. This should feel really good. So get the block to an area that feels good. Your upper back. I have been doing these upper back openers for the past few days, and it is transformative. Slide your elbows and your arms up and down and feel. Linger in any area that feels extra good. Drawing your bottom tips, your shoulder blades closer together to lift your chest up, shoulders back. Couple more times. Self-assessing how this feels. Remembering maybe you want to come back to this tonight or tomorrow. And now stretch your arms out overhead, palms facing each other, little fingers up to the sky. Draw your belly button back. Scoop your tailbone down toward your heels. And now bring your elbows down again. Snuggle your shoulder blades closer together. Open your chest. And then reach up again. And then come on down. And then go ahead, rest your forearms down. Slide your palms back, your forearms back, lift your head, lift your neck, and lift yourself up. And then we will set those aside for now. And lay back down, please. Lay back down on your mat. Stretch your legs long, press the tops of your thighs down, press your heels down. See if you can lift your chest up a little bit. Anchor your shoulders down a little closer together. And then inhale your right leg up to the sky and hold on to the back of your hamstring, the back of your thigh. And then stretch up through your right heel. Press your hands into your hamstrings and give a little tug down towards your hip attachments, the attachments. And now here, you can release the stretch and then re-stretch it. So pulse the pose slowly back and forth. Squeeze your kneecap. Squeeze your quadricep muscles. I like to say, hug your skin to the muscles, hug your muscles to the bones. And then slowly, you can unclasp your hands and lower your right leg back down. You can do it with your knee bent if the leg doesn't want to go down straight. Little by little, we build our strength. Tack your right thigh down, right heel down. Inhale your left leg up. And then interlace your fingers the opposite way behind the belly of your hamstring. So that's right in the middle between the knee and the hip. Press your hands into the back of your leg and then give a little tug down. And then again, release the stretch and re-engage it. Release and re-engage. And completely unclasp your hands and release the stretch. Take your leg all the way back down. Squeeze your legs together, stretch your arms out overhead. Use your breath and your imagination filling up your whole body, your whole back, in between all the vertebrae. Space, freedom, length. Point your toes and flex. Keep stretching out through your arms and then again point and flex again. Bring your arms down along your side and slide your feet back. Have your feet underneath your knees. And we're going to do a little core engagement. This is good to stabilize the lumbar back, also good for all of our organs and our immune system. So interlace your hands behind your occiput, the base of your head, your skull, and take your elbows wide. There's lots of layers here. So you can just keep your feet anchored down and then exhale your right chest up towards your left knee. Inhale back down. Exhale your left chest up towards your right knee. And let your head rest in your interlaced fingers. Up and down. Exhaling up, taking your navel back to your mat. Inhale down. So you can stay here like this or set your head down and bring your shins parallel with the floor. And we'll continue. Exhale, right chest up to left knee. And if you're just growing your poses like we all are, yoga never ends. It's such a wonderful exploratory journey of understanding and loving ourselves, loving our bodies. If you want, you can stretch your legs straight up to the ceiling. Spread your toes. Exhale your right chest up to your left knee. Inhale down. Exhale, left chest up to right knee. There's no need to hurry. In fact, the slower you go, maybe the more beneficial, because you get into smaller muscles and tendons and ligaments. Usually when we're moving fast in real strength building things, it gets the big muscles. We want to give love to the smaller muscles and tendons and ligaments. Let's do 2 more. Exhale up, inhale down. Last one. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Rest your head down. Set your feet down. Put your hands on your belly. And I imagine you feel some activation there. Oh, it should feel good. Please let me know after class if you like it. I love hearing from you, knowing what you're thinking and feeling. Okay. Please roll over to your side and come back up to your hands and knees. If you'd like to put a blanket down underneath your knees, you can. Permissible. Tuck your toes. Now stretch your right leg straight back. Straight back. Keep it stretching back. See if your toes are straight down. They tend to want to flare out one way or the other, usually out. Keep them straight down. And now exhale. Take your navel up to your spine and see if you can take your knee towards your nose, towards your nose, towards your nose. If you have an extra long knee or nose, maybe you can touch. And then stretch it way back. Exhale again. Round, navel to your spine, knee to your nose. See if you can touch. If you can't touch your knee to your nose, you must immediately stop the class. No kidding. One more time. Exhale, round. If you can't touch your knee to your nose, you can still live happily ever after. Stretch your right leg right on out. Set it down. Make sure your fingers are pressing down, your arms are really straight. You have a good foundation. Stretch your left leg back. Straight back, toes straight down. Exhale, round. Round, stretch your back. Engage your core, knee towards your nose. Inhale, give your back length. Exhale, round again. Round. Inhale, extend through your spine, extend through your left leg. Exhale, round. Round, round, round. Inhale, lengthen, stretch straight up. And rest your knee down. Go ahead, take another child's pose. Take a more restorative child's pose. Rest your forehead down, rest your forearms down. And explore your breath and your body. Rest your awareness in your body. Okay. And then walk your arms long and bring yourself onto your bellies. Okay, super women, Superman. Men, lay down on your belly. Take your arms out and take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers again. See if you can even take the heels of your hands together. Squeeze your legs together. Press the tops of your feet down. Lift up your shoulders, lift up your head. And lift up your left shoulder, and then your right shoulder. And you can just look straight ahead. Press the tops of your feet down and lift your heart up. Press the tops of your feet down, lift your heart up again. And then slowly come all the way down, unclasp your hands. Make a pillow with your hands and turn your head to the side and feel. I wonder when you did that if you felt a little extra in your upper back from laying on the blocks and doing those arms movements we were doing. Okay, take your arms out again now and hold your hands behind your back again. Interlace your fingers or not, just hold your hands the opposite way. Squeeze your legs together, press the tops of your feet down, press your pelvis down, lengthen your spine and pick up your head and your shoulders. The reason we're doing this pose is because it creates a tremendous amount of back strength, stamina, resilience. It's very, very powerful and safe. So lift yourself up a little bit higher for something you want in the world, like a healthier back. Hold the pose, come down almost to the earth. And then inhale yourself up higher, inhale up higher, shoulders up, head. And then unclasp your hands, make a pillow with your hands again. Turn your head to the other side. I said it before, I'll say it again. Self-care is our best healthcare. It's the most easy and effective, least expensive, and fun. We get to come together and play and explore our bodies and our breaths. We're going to do one more belly back bend. So lift your head up, take your hands out, bring your hands to the sides, palms up, shrug your shoulders way back, and then lift up your head, lift up your shoulders, and lift up your hands. Just a little bit, just a few inches. Now, if you can lift your legs up and keep them parallel behind you, you can lift up your legs. And then lift up your right shoulder a little more, then your left shoulder, then your left leg, and then your right leg. Lift from your inner thighs, lift from your heart, your chest, lift from your inner thighs. Are your toes spread? Hold the pose, but come down almost to the earth. One more time, super women, super Kelly, super Hillary, super Ellen, super Arabella, super Debbie, super Barbara. Up, 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 up. Slowly come on down. And one more rest. vitality pulsing through you. Please slide your hands back alongside your rib cage. Press your palms down, tuck your toes, lift yourself up to all fours. We're going to do a few standing poses now. So lift your knees up, lift your hips up. Go ahead, take a few slow, deep breaths here in our Adho Mukha Svanasana pose. Stretch your thighs up and back, stretch your heels down. Make some nice long breaths. This is such a good pose for stretching out the back. And now bend your knees, walk your feet part way up your mat, walk your hands part way back. With firm legs and a firm belly, stand on up. Come on up to standing. All right. Utkatasana chair pose. This is the pose that will relieve lower back pain. So you gotta check to create a healthy back. Number one thing is pay attention to how you stand. Pay attention to how you walk. So if you have a tendency to stand like this or to walk like this, it's a good time to retrain yourself. I used to walk with one foot out, just one. And I would stand with one foot out. My yoga teacher would tell me, put my foot back. I didn't even know it. So now we retrain ourselves because then your back is in good alignment. If your feet are out, this is compacting your lower back. So stand with your legs parallel. Root through your legs. Inhale, stretch your arms up, 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 up. Yeah. So root your legs, rise through your spine. Reach through your fingers. Exhale your arms down. This is a little reaching before we do chair pose. Inhale up, stretch way up. This is a nice, simple way to really get space up through your spinal column. Exhale down. Root through your legs, reach through your spine, reach through your arms, straight up. Up, up, up. Imagine you're reaching for something. Exhale your arms down. Okay. Now for Utkatasana chair pose. Knees bent. Take your hips back. Take them way back. Please slide your hands up your thighs to your hip crease. Press your hands into your muscles. And again, your muscles into the bones and the, there we go. Hands into the skin, skin to the muscles, muscles to the bones. And here you're creating space in your lower back, just like that. See if you can spin your inner thighs out more to create even more width in your lower back. Freeing it up this way, side to side. Now, once you've done that, to the best of your ability, then give your tailbone just a slight tuck down to lengthen. Excellent. Now, the final piece of this is you push down through your legs and you stretch as high as you can. Reach up as high as you can. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale your arms down. Good. So you want to remember that anytime you're feeling that, this is the pose. Lower back compression, compaction. So let's do it again. Knees apart. Make sure your knees are not knocking like mine used to. And hips up. So you want to have everything good stacked up, your hip width distance apart. Hands on your thighs. Really push down into your legs. And then spin your sit bones out with the power of your legs. And draw your shoulders back. And then once you've got lots of space side to side, then give your tailbone a little tuck down for extra length. And now press to your legs and stretch as tall as you can. Reach, 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 reach. And then exhale your arms down. Good. Let's see how everyone's doing there. Oh, very good. So when we do a balancing pose, it requires new muscles to carry the weight of your body. So that's what we're going to do. Stand firmly on your right leg. Pick up your left foot. You can always hold on to something. That's totally permissible. Spread your toes. It's so much easier to balance when you spread your toes. And then set that leg down. We're remodeling our bodies, right? We're remodeling, creating a stronger, healthier, happier back. Stand firmly on your left foot, squeeze your left kneecap, and then pick up your right foot. With your toes spread, it's so much easier. Spread your toes. And we'll lower that leg. We're going to do it again. And I want you to observe something, how the body works. So stand firmly on your right leg, lengthen up through your spine, and pick up your left leg. Did your thigh, right thigh, jut forward a little bit to help you? Probably. So tack your right thigh back, scoop your left sit bone under. And if you want, you can hold on to your left shin. One hand or two if you're holding on to a piece of furniture to help assist in your one-legged pose. Tack that right thigh back again. Scoop your left sit bone under and lengthen. Slowly lower it down. Stand firmly on your left foot, lengthen, and then pick up your right. And then tack your left thigh back, scoop your right sit bone under. Option to hold on with one hand or two. Every day it's different, right? Some days it's so easy to balance, and some days it's like, what the heck? What the heck is going on here? So take your legs further apart, and then we're going to make some big hip circles. And we just be gentle with ourselves. And first rule of being happy is never, ever, ever criticize yourself. Yeah. Because you can never get it wrong, because you never get it done. We just continue to learn and grow and explore our bodies in yoga and in life. And then do big hip circles the other way. Get the motion going. Good. And we'll come back with our legs parallel. And get a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Just a lack of that. And now inhale straight up with your torso. Press down through your feet. And now bend to your right. So when you're bending, you want to get lots of space before you bend. So you're pulling a little bit on your arm just to coax out a little bit more of a stretch. Looking good, the dynamic duo in Portland. Stretch up. And now lovingly squeeze your right wrist And use that as leverage to see if you get a little more space in your spinal column. Yeah, and then bend to your right once you got your space. As we create tensile strength, stamina. Exhale, lower your arms down. We're going to do the same pose with an option to cross your right leg. Cross your right leg over your left. Squeeze yourself together side to side. Press down through your feet. And then squeeze your left wrist again. Stretch up and stretch over to your right. Notice what happened to your hips. Explore it. Enjoy it. You can move them, your right hip back a little bit, your left hip forward. Oh, and then what happened? My shoulders, they went cattywampus. Then you move your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back. Just playing. Playing in our bodies. Stretch up and exhale your arms down. And then if you took the wrap, take the wrap again. Squeeze yourself together. And squeeze your right arm, stretch up. And after you stretch, then bend to the left. Bend and breathe. And stretch straight up. Exhale, lower your arms. Unwrap your legs. Very good. We are going to come back down to our mats. I'll talk you through doing it from coming to the tops of your mats. Inhale, reach up. Stretch up, up, up as high as you can as you root to your legs. Hinge at your hips and place your hands down on the outside of your feet. Bend your knees. Take your left leg back, left knee down. Right leg back, right knee down. And then we're going to take a couple of seated twisted poses. So please sit back on your blanket, your thick blanket or your thick towel. You want to have just your sit bones on it. So this helps your lower back come in and up, so it's not rounded like it does when we're sitting down most times. And then your thighs can come down. Yeah, sit up nice and tall. And now put your hands on the outsides of your belly, your waist area, waist-ish area. And now turn over to the right. Turn to your right. Now, float your arms and see if you can continue turning. Use your inhale up through your spine. Use your exhale to turn from your belly. And now place your left hand outside of your knee, right fingertips behind you, and continue your turn, your rotation of your spinal column, decompressing it. And float your arms again and turn one more time over to your right. Inhale all the way through center. Lovingly place your hands back on your rib cage. Sit up tall. You can always take the advanced variation. And now turn over to your left and feel what's happening here. Creating tensile strength as we age. Oh, it's so good. Tensile strength, stamina, resilience, flexibility, mobility, so we can enjoy a long life. Float your arms and keep turning. And then use your arms. Inhale taller. Exhale, turn a little more. Float your arms again and take one more turning with your breath in your body without your arms. Inhale through center. And you can lower your hands. We're going to take another twist. This one's, you're going to take both legs out and get you, maybe you need to make any adjustments so your sit bones are as far apart manually as you can. Your thighs are rooted down. Now keep your left leg straight down in front of you and bend your right leg. Set your right foot on the inside of your left and then give yourself a hug and lengthen. Pick up your right hand and reach up, 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 up. Reach through your spine, reach through your arm. Now hook your arm on the inside of your right leg. Press your right arm into your right leg and open your torso to the left. Open. Place your fingertips down behind you. We'll stay here for a few breaths for you to linger in the pose and enjoy the healthy sensations you're feeling. You can make the pose friendly by waving. Inhale through center. Now we're going to turn over with a knee in your way. So reach up through your left arm. Yeah, reach, reach, reach. And you can wrap up your leg. And then open to the right. Inhale taller. Exhale, turn deeper. And come through center. And we'll take the right leg out. Same thing on the other side. Really anchor your left foot down as part of your foundation. And then reach up with your left arm. Hook it on the inside of your left leg. Open your torso to the right. Both shoulders back. Inhale up through your sternum. Turn from your belly region. This is sending circulation all up and down your spine. It's the key to health is keep the circulation going, not stagnation and compaction. Inhale through center. Reach up with your right arm. And then wrap up your left leg. Open your torso to the left. Activating slightly different areas of your spine. Gets a little more than the other side. One gets compacted, one gets lengthened. Bringing light force there, energy. And inhale through center. Very good. Take both legs out, shake your legs. So we're going to do another twist to make the spine feel really good. This time, keep your left leg down and set your right foot on the outside of your left knee. So the inside, the outside. Give yourself a hug. Reach up with your left arm, reach up through your spinal column. And you can take your hand on the outside of your right thigh and push it closer to center. See if you can hook your left arm on the outside of your knee. If that doesn't really fit for you, just hold your leg like that. Yeah, there's always modifications for our body type. And then right fingertips down behind your lower back, and then your left arm is pressing on your right thigh, hugging, if it's hugging, or with the hand up. And then you can make it friendly again. Being friendly to yourself. Friendly, waving. Beautiful. Come through center. We'll do the other side. Left foot on the outside of the right knee. Give yourself a hug. Reach up. Left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Draw it closer together. Give you more space to hook or to wrap. Yogi's choice. Feel your spine unfurling all the way from your sit bones up through the top of your head, like a beautiful spiral staircase. Inhale through center. And then take both legs out and shake a leg. Shake your legs. And then please lay back down on your mats. As we continue remodeling our bodies. Little by little, there's no hurry. We want to enjoy every step along the way. Knees bent underneath, feet underneath your knees. We're going to do bridge pose. So press down through your feet and lift your hips up. Lift your chest up. Bring your shoulders closer together. And if you want to clasp your hands under your back, please do so. Now you're giving yourself a big hip flexor stretch. This one gets very tight from sitting and walking in most activities. The hip flexors right here. Press through your feet. Lift those hip flexors up as high as they'll go. And then unclasp your hands and set your hips back down to the earth. And feel. So many yoga poses. I'm just thinking of so many more we could do for our backs if we just had about another hour. Oh, we do. Come back Sunday. Press your feet down, lift your hips up again. Set to bandha bridge pose. Roll your shoulders closer together. And notice as soon as you go up, press your hips up. If you're not being extra mindful, they sort of just sink back down. They're heavy. Gravity's taking them down. But then you can push through your feet and lift them back up. Lifting up the whole front of your spine. Nice big extension here. As you're squeezing your lower back deliberately. Getting lots of life force coming through there. Unclasp your hands and set your hips back down. Maybe you need to make a little adjustment to get your back down on the mat. And now hands on your thighs, right by your hip crease there again. Push your thighs away, take your lower back down to the mat. Give your back traction. Press your thighs away, away, away. Back traction. And release. Stretch both legs long. Stretch both arms overhead. Hook your thumbs together and point your feet and stretch. Imagine I'm there pulling at your wrists, creating lots of space, and someone else that loves you is pulling at your ankles, giving you big, big, big stretch, and it feels so good. And now flex your feet, stretching in both directions, pointing, flexing. And then slowly bring your arms down along your side. Bend both legs. Roll over to your side. And we are going to end with Viparini Karani, legs up the wall. So if you'd like to take your blanket up along the wall, or if you have a carpet, or maybe you don't need any blanket or carpet, that's fine. It's very good for the back to get the weight of the legs down into the hip sockets. So you can sit sideways along the wall or the door. You can even use a piece of furniture, sideways. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, scoot your hips away, maybe a foot or a foot and a half even, because this is a restorative pose, so you want to feel nice and comfortable. And then spin yourself around, put your legs right up the wall. And take time to get yourself organized so you feel nice and relaxed. Don't want to feel big pulling on your hamstrings in this pose. The weight of your legs is sinking down into your hip sockets, freeing up lower back, freeing it up. And then yogi's choice, you can turn your palms up alongside your torso, or maybe take your elbows out and rest your palms on your belly. If you have a cloth to cover your eyes, you can cover your eyes and your forehead. And we'll stay here for a few moments. Just relax and rest your awareness in the flow of your breath.